We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark.
Here we go.
Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard. Now here's Suggs. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
Tight handles by Suggs creates all the space he needs.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the head coach for the Warriors gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. BA, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
At 6'10" and 270 lbs, Carter Jr. is two handfuls inside, which is why defenders often foul it.
All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
And Butler with the block.
That shot never had a chance thanks to the quick hands of Jimmy Butler.
Wagner against Butler. Bane, the pass to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Banchero.
Boy, I love the energy Green plays defense with. He's always contesting the shot.
Outside Butler. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Wagner. The Magic have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Suggs with the bucket.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Pass to post. Now here's Butler. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Back to Bane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And here's Curry for 3. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Banchero against Green. Here's Wagner. Suggs outside. The kick out to Banchero. Inside. Pass to Curry. To the paint. Here's post. The shot that time not on target. Magic leading by 5. Now here's Bane. Takes a 3. The rebound by post.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Screen by post. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
Here's Suggs. He's got 5. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. From deep, Bane. Orlando again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Field passes to Green. Stolen by Bane. They break out 5 on 3. Overhealed. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Yeah, great hustle by Bane and puts himself in the right spot to deliver.
Now Curry. He's got 6. Outside, Green. Rebound by the Magic. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year.
And you have to think that they'll know just how much is at stake in these meetings.
Now here's Suggs. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. And Butler with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Curry. He's been an offensive force, averaging close to 34 a game. Wagner outside. Pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Over Green. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Curry passes to Green. Stolen by Carter. Wagner for three. Knocks down the triple.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Green. Black's checked in for Orlando. All right, a chance to check out stats for Draymond Green. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 10. Pass to post. And miss after miss right now.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Banchero. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Here's Orlando. They're on a 19-7 run. 11 feet out, and Orlando tacks on 2 more.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Another shot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Bataze's checked in for Carter. Now here's Wagner. In the game against Houston, very impressive. Over Butler, and another basket for Orlando.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Out to the right wing. Back to Butler. Pass to Curry. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Banchero.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Orlando making a switch here. De Silva's checked in. Here's Curry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Curry's got 8.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Wagner from deep. Banchero. He's off on that one. Here's Butler. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Misses from short range. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in from post. And Moody is subbed in for Butler. Banchero against Kuminga. And Banchero gets it to go. 9 points in the game.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And it's worth looking at the league's top scorers for the past month. These guys have been on a tear. Stephen Curry is second.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
Down low, Jackson Davis. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam!
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth-quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late, and that's how you become a clutch performer.
Now here's Hield. Still without a bucket. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Wagner with it. Black outside. Pass to Banchero. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Warriors trail by 14. Outside Hield. Here's Moody. The three. It's hauled in by Black.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the Warriors make some changes. Butler comes in for Moody. And Pajemski subbed in for Curry. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Orlando. To the middle. It's picked off. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. At UVA.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Tipped.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Wagner. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 12.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Pajemski. He's scoreless. Pass to Butler to end the run. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Wagner. Black with it. Jackson Davis picks him up. Black, no good. Warriors trail by 19. Butler passes to Hield. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
We've got 1:08 left in the opening quarter. Now here's Black. 8 points in his last timeout. Here's Wagner. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take them because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Magic leading by 17. Right wing. Pass to Black. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Wagner missing.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And I think Kuminga is at best down low in the paint.
Here's Bane. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
It's been all about Franz Wagner for Orlando, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Magic, they've got Mo Wagner, Anthony Black out there with Desmond Bane. Then it's Goga Bitadze, and it's De Silva in at the three. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
It's stolen by Kuminga. In transition, here come the Warriors. Pushing it up now. Pass to Moody. And here's Kuminga. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. Here's Butler. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Magic leading by 10. Here's Wagner, covered by Jackson Davis. Bane, the pass to Black. Here's Wagner. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Moody. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
At the line, your Warriors, Moses Moody, taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Magic making a change here as well. Suggs is checked in for Wagner. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Now here's Bane. Shot clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Suggs. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Pajemski. Right side, Kuminga. Pass to Moody. Kuminga with a screen on Suggs. Moody passes to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, Kuminga is a solid option in the pick-and-roll game, not only because of his skill, but because of his physical tools.
Bane surveying the D. Here's De Silva. Here's Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Black, no good. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Butler. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Butler. To the inside. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And Butler's so proficient at running the pick and roll. Excellent at taking what the defense gives him and gets those passes around defenders quite sweetly.
Now here's Suggs. He's got 5. Right side Bane. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Bane's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bane can still do damage inside.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Golden State. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And that one's good.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Now Suggs. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. To the paint. Here's Wagner. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Magic lead by 8.
This is where you want Wagner to have the ball. Right under the bucket where he can do the most damage.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Post is checked in for Draymond Green. Payton comes in for Kuminga. Hields checked in for Butler. And it's Stephen Curry in for Pajemski. And the Magic making a change here as well. Franz Wagner checked in for Black. Now here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. Hield for 3. No good. Great D that time from Bane.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Orlando with the ball. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That's game 3 of 5 on their current trip away from home. Wagner, the pass to Bane. He buries it from 3. Bane's got 9 points.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Suggs against Curry. Pass to post. Now Moody fires the 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Well, as we approach the halfway point of the season, how hard is it for the top teams to keep their foot on the gas pedal?
Sustaining excellence and playing winning basketball over the long season really requires great concentration. But the truly great teams find a way to get it done.
And Caro's checked in for Orlando. Suggs against Curry. Wagner outside. Pass to Bankero. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Gary Payton II.
For a young player, Bankero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
Now here's Bankero. 13 points in the game. That one doesn't go. He's now 5 for 9 in this one. The 3 from Curry is rebounded by Wagner.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Bankero. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Outside Payton. Back to Hield. And the layup falls. Hield's got his second bucket on the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Suggs. And a missed layup. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to post. Back to Heel. Launches it. Fires in the triple. Heel's got 7.
It's really that simple for Heel. His shot so dialed in and on target.
Outside Bain from downtown. Warriors with the rebound. Post has got his 5th rebound in this one. Suggs against Curry. Outside Heel. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Wagner.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Banchero outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Curry drives in. Unable to get that one.
Rough quarter for him. They may have to start looking at somebody else to get the ball to.
Banchero from close range.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at Bain, a few players ahead of him in voting. But if he can hold on to his number 5 spot, he'll be in the three-point contest.
He's a guy you need to have there. I'm pretty sure he'll be competing All-Star Weekend, and he's got a shot to win it all.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll be a second foul of the game. Suggs against Curry. Takes a step back. From deep, Banchero.
Yeah, great contest by Kuminga. I mean, just using that length.
Wagner outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. 6-point game. Here's Moody. Kuminga up top, defended by Wagner. Kuminga, the pass to Moody. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Orlando on the break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And it's Bain in for Black. Wagner on the wing. Moody defends. Inside. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Carter's a really good pick-and-roll partner. Excellent hands, and he can finish, too.
Warriors trail by 8. And here's Curry. 27 points his last game. Offensive rebound. Kuminga. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunity.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
The three from Banchero. Rebounded by Heel. Heel's got 4 rebounds in the game. Heel against Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
Banchero putting together some kind of performance here. He's the entire package.
Outside Curry. Now here's Heel, guarded by Bain. Back to Curry. Now here's Heel. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Magic leading by 5. Carter, a screen on Kuminga. Banchero surveys. Pulls it from the top of the key.
Yeah, the coaching staff has to love that. That's high-level defense from Kuminga. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Suggs. 5 points in the game. The baseline J. Banchero missing again. Warriors trail by 3. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Here's Moody. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Shot is good by Curry.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the 2nd quarter.
Here's Banchero. The 3 is up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Well, I think for the Warriors, not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. They've just shown force in their conference.
Yeah, they've established themselves as one of the premier teams. Marching towards that finish line, they're hoping to build on what they've done so far.
And let's take a glance now at the Golden State Warriors. They're in a close one so far.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's a great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The Warriors shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Hield and Butler, they're the 2 and the 3. The combo up front is Draymond and post. And it's Curry in at the point. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Banchero no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Outside Butler. Butler unfazed.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Suggs has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field so far. Curry against Suggs. Pass to post. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team. Guys?"
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. It's good. Curry's got 15 points.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Now here's Carter. Give him 8 points now. Picked by Carter to the middle. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 10 points for him.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Bain against Hield. Butler on the wing. Wagner with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Yes! And the foul!
Defensive.
That one on Hield.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1. Post.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Suggs, the pass to Bain. Here's Banchero, and it's in there. Banchero's got 19 points.
Look, you can't forget the fact that Banchero averaged 20 as a rookie. We've seen him have lots of big scoring nights, and there's more to come for sure.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Down low. Stolen by Carter. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
And not many guards are built like Bain. He's excellent shooting it from deep, but also has the ability to defend at a high level.
Suggs finds Bain. Banchero outside. And stolen by Green. Pass to Butler. On the attack, JB.
Excellent use of the screen and roll. Butler knowing precisely what to do in that situation. I'm really impressed by how smart he is.
Outside Bain. Back to Suggs. Outside Bain. Suggs surveys the D. Here's Carter with the drive, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here are the NBA's premier passing teams, the league leaders in assists. The Warriors, number 1.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Outside Butler. Hield on the wing. Clock at 6. To the inside. Stolen by Bain. Pass to Banchero. Suggs outside. Outside Bain. Carter, a screen on Hield. Bain, the pass to Carter. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Oh, deflected. Stolen by Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. Suggs outside. Jacks up with 3. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And here are the Magic now. Wagner looking it over. Bain finds Banchero. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Curry passes to Hield. Back to Curry for the lead. Orlando with a rebound.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the Warriors making a change here. Pajemski's checked in. Orlando leading by 3. Suggs with it. 7 points in the game. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. From deep, Bane. Pure from three-point range. Bane's got 5 points in the quarter.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm.
Butler on the wing. Screen by Post. Oh, Carter with the block. Now here's Suggs, defended by Pajemski. Outside Bane. Pass to Banchero. Back to Bane. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Post has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Screen by Post. Pajemski into the lane. And Post gets it to go. Post has got 12.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 4, and the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul. Black's checked in for Orlando.
Into the lineup for the Magic.
Here's Wagner. 16 points for him. Carter, a screen on Butler. Wagner for 3. Pajemski grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Green with a screen on Carter. To the middle. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Orlando has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Banchero outside. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Banchero's got 5 points in the quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Pajemski into the lane. Post shot, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And cleared for takeoff, Mr. Bane rising.
Butler on the wing. Defended by Wagner. Butler with the bucket.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Banchero right side. And the shot falls short that time. Warriors trail by 5. Healed on the wing. Going inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
Orlando has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime.
Jimmy Butler.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
5th team foul. At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner.
The first free throw is good.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Draymond Green.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from his charity stripe. You love to see that.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Hield against Bane. Pass to Jackson Davis.
First in assists, first in blocks. And they're ranked first in shooting percentage, proving how lethal and connected they are on offense. They play for each other. No individual agendas out there.
And we've talked about the beautiful game before. When you think of that term, great ball movement, team chemistry, they both come to mind. And these guys exemplify both to a T with how many assists they rack up. Bataze's checked in for Orlando. De Silva comes in for Wagner.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Bataze finds Banchero. Back to Bataze. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Here's Banchero. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Banchero's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Here's Podziemski. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul.
And here's a look at what's coming up for Orlando. On Monday, they'll be playing against Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that matchup with the Hawks, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
Now here's Black. No made baskets yet. The kick out to Banchero. Goes up at the elbow, and Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Podziemski with it, working on Bataze. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Black. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Now here's Bain. Now Black. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Clock is at 3, shoots from 14, and he drops that one in. Black's gotten his first basket of the night.
I'd like to see Black hunt his shots. He can shoot the basketball and do damage from mid-range when he's aggressive.
Inside, here's Jackson Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson Davis has got 10 points.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
Orlando leading by 3. Here's Banchero. Shot blocked. To the paint. Jackson Davis misses. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 11 points in the quarter.
The offensive talent, the ingenuity, size, strength. Banchero has a full book bag, folks.
They set the screen. Throws it up high. Can't complete the lob. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Payton. Back to Podziemski. Back to Payton. And stolen by Banchero. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Magic. We've got Franz Wagner, Anthony Black out there with Suggs. Then it's Goga Bataze, and it's De Silva in at the 4-man position. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far. And here is Green. Moody from outside. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. With the step back. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Black showcasing his full arsenal, and he's a guard.
Warriors trail by 7. Here's Kuminga. Outside for Green. Outside Podziemski. 6 to shoot. Green with a screen on Suggs. Back to Green. Some solid D from Bataze. Magic leading by 7. Pass to Black. Back to Suggs. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Batadze gets Hield. And here's Kuminga for 3. Rebounded by Suggs.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner inside. Moody defends. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Now here's Suggs. Here's Wagner. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Really like how Wagner is really going after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Down low. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga! Strong like bull.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Allie, thank you.
Part of Draymond's value, the playmaking he gives you out of the front court.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Wagner for 3. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
Pass to Moody. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area. Powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. That one goes. Count it.
It's all coming together here for Wagner, a playmaker who can score at every level.
Now here's Podziemski. Tries the spin move. Outside, Green. Moody on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Orlando leading by 6. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Post is checked in for the Warriors. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. Now here's Podziemski. Pass to Hield. Gets the 3 to fall.
Quite simply, one of the best three-point shooters in this game. That's Buddy Hield.
Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Wagner. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's going to be on Quentin Post. And the Warriors make some changes. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Kuminga. Moody comes in for Hield. And it's Stephen Curry in for Podziemski. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Desmond Bane comes in for Black. Now here's Curry. Here's Post. Outside for Green. Here's Moody. And stolen by Banchero.
Warriors foul. Draymond Green. Third personal foul.
Black's checked in for Franz Wagner.
Number 0, Anthony Black.
Here's Carter. Got a hand on it. Butler passes to Moody. Outside Curry. Takes the 3. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Bane. And Butler with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. De Silva's checked in for Orlando. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Golden State on D. Trailing by 4. Pass to Banchero. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Black. And here's Carter. Back to Black. 5 to shoot. Post brings a double. Carter from outside. Orlando again missing. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. 2-point game. To tie it up. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And that efficiency, because you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
Hields checked in for the Warriors. Then for Orlando, Bataze comes in for Carter, and Wagner subbed in for De Silva. Now here's Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Bataze a screen on Kuminga. Oh, a dunk and a foul!
That's good.
A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Stephen Curry, making a name for himself. Goga Bataze. What do you like about him, Clark?
Well, you start with that wingspan and his basketball IQ. I mean, anytime he's near the rim, he's a problem at both ends. He's got a knack for scoring the ball in the paint, and again, you just can't overlook that size and length.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Green's checked in for Kuminga. Then for Orlando, Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. And here's Curry for 3. They get the rebound. Outside for Green. And stolen by Suggs. Pass to Wagner. To the inside. Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
Green with a screen on Suggs. Inside. Here's Post. Screen by Post. The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 7 tonight. Right side Bane. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Bane's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's his second tray of this half. For the game, he's got 9 points from beyond the arc.
Butler against Wagner. The kick out. Curry. Will it go? Good. And Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Outside Bane. Here's the 3. Banchero no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And it's Green missing.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
The corner is the shortest 3 on the floor, and for Franz Wagner, it's an easy one.
Green with a screen on Suggs. Curry passes to Green. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 7 rebounds in the game. Lets the 3 fly. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Post. And Wagner comes to help. And here's Curry for 3. Orlando with a rebound. Wagner's got 8 rebounds in the game. Bane can't get the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line
And so Wagner will bring it up for Orlando. Butler with a steal. Butler takes it in. Yes, sir! We saw it coming. He left no room for error.
And Butler not afraid of having the ball in his hands in these big moments. He's the guy that you can count on to get it done in the clutch.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Payne. Suggs fires. He's off from three.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Now Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
What a nice read by Green. He's got a basketball IQ off the charts. An incredible understanding of the game.
Here's Suggs. Carter outside. Here's Wagner. And Caro in the post. Working on Green. Oh, Green rips down the board. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
On the wing, Curry. He's covered by Suggs. Yes, it's good.
When you need a big bucket, Curry knows exactly how to come through. Clutch.
Orlando trailing here. On the wing, Suggs. Banks it home. Big shot.
Gigantic points there from Suggs. He knows how to bury the big ones.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Curry with it. Green with a screen on Suggs. Here's Green. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
An experienced and confident player. How about Green being the one to bury the big-time shot?
And the Magic shooting pretty well in the fourth at 48%. Now Caro. Using the glass to lay it in.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Curry. Screen by post. Curry with it. Now Carter defending. And stolen by Suggs. And the Magic pushing it up now. Payne. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Zero fear from Bane. He wants to take the big shots.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Here's Green. Ooh, he leaves no question.
I can't figure out why they aren't going to him more. I mean, he's scoring the ball well for him.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Caro. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Caro.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Here's Caro. The 11-footer connects.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
They've got one last chance to win it.
It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Wins the game with nothing but zeros on the clock. Unbelievable.
Woo! He knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertips.
And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks a lot, guys. Draymond, congratulations on this win. What did you like best about your effort tonight?
Offensively, our rhythm was good. So, we had some bad turnovers, so we could have completed those. It would have been really good. But overall, I think we all had it going. It's a good night for us.
You made up for it in other ways. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Stephen Curry.